Sometimes it takes one moment, one loud moment, to make you finally hear the silence inside yourself. My name is Malik, and I never thought I would sit in front of a camera talking about God, let alone talking about Islam. But life has a way of breaking you open in places you didn't even know were cracks. I'm an African-American kid from the Bronx, born and raised in apartment buildings that always smell like someone else's cooking mixed with the sound of sirens. My mother raised me alone, no father, no blueprint, just survival, day after day. If you're from where I'm from, you know you learn to grow up before your body even catches up. Look, childhood for me wasn't some movie with bicycles and ice cream trucks. It was a hallway where you learned to keep your head down. It was a neighborhood where every corner had a story, and most of them ended too early. My mother worked 2, sometimes 3 jobs. I used to watch her come home after midnight with swollen feet, still trying to smile at me like she wasn't breaking inside. She did everything she could, but poverty is loud. There were nights the heat didn't work, nights when I went to sleep listening to arguments upstairs, police downstairs, and my mother praying quietly in the next room. I remember wishing someone would just come and save us, but no one ever did. So I grew up thinking you save yourself or you don't get saved at all. By the time I hit middle school, I was already surrounded by older dudes who had guns before they had diplomas. They taught me the rules of the block, not because they wanted to, but because they saw the hunger in my eyes, that hunger to belong somewhere. Gangs, fights, trauma, all of it became normal. I watched friends get locked up. I watched other friends get buried. And here's the strange thing. After a while, you stop crying at funerals. You just nod and breathe deep like it's just another part of life. When I started rapping, it wasn't art, it was escape. It was the only place where my voice mattered. I built a small name for myself. Street shows, basement studios, mixtapes recorded over borrowed beats. But with the lifestyle came everything else. Heavy weed, pills, alcohol, nights I don't even remember. People think being in the streets makes you tough, but the truth is, it makes you hollow. My ego was huge, but my soul felt numb. And then the shooting. I still hear it sometimes. That night, we were outside a corner store, laughing about something stupid, and suddenly the world exploded. I don't remember falling, but I remember the sound of my heartbeat inside my ears, like it was trying to run away from my own body. A bullet grazed my side. I should have died, but I didn't. Lying there on the ground, staring up at a sky that didn't care who I was, something cracked open in me. I don't know how to explain it, except I felt exposed, like the life I was living had no future, and God was showing me right then what would happen if I didn't change. After that night, the anxiety hit me like waves, panic attacks, nightmares. I couldn't sleep without thinking someone was coming for me. I would wake up sweating even when the room was freezing. One night I ended up outside a deli, shaking, trying to calm myself down. That's when I met him, a Muslim brother who worked there. He saw my hands trembling, and instead of brushing past me like everyone else, he sat me down. Just talk to me. Calm, gentle, no judgment. He didn't preach. He didn't tell me what to do. He just said, "Brother, your heart is tired. Maybe it's time to give it somewhere to rest." Something about him stayed with me. I started watching YouTube videos late at night. Revert stories. People I never met, describing pain I recognized like it was my own diary. One night, I walked into a mosque. I didn't talk to anyone. I just sat in the back, hoodie on, trying to make myself invisible. But when I watched those men bow their heads to the floor, something in my chest softened. I didn't understand the words, but the sincerity, it hit me deep. Look, to be honest, I didn't know what I was looking for. But every time I heard someone read Quran, my heart reacted before my mind did. It was like, for the first time in my life, Something was speaking to the part of me I had buried under trauma, ego, and noise. I felt seen. I felt held. And I kept thinking, why does this feel like home when I barely understand anything?